Round 2 renovations. Here we go. The reason we have not shown the home cafe yet is because the wood panels in the back were all different shades. I don't know if you see on camera, but the left is a bit gray, middle is yellow, and on the right is red. Today they'll install brand new panels, the one you see in the front here, which have that mid-century tone, and each piece is a solid same color. Dim sum at the hay wonk. choose your own beans here. It's a cute car.
It'd be nice with a Christmas tree on top of it.
Yeah.
Lines are busting out the door, Christmas songs in every store. Can't stand to hear one more, please won't you make it stop. Snow is piled 5 feet high, dog ate the pecan pie. Hurry up, snowball is fine, Christmas time again. They say it's so pretty, that time in New York City. I say cold and gritty, packed in like sardines. Got a flat on the interstate, Mama warned me don't be late. Pretty please save me a plate, Christmas time again. Uncle Eddie's new friend Jane,
Sister's back with what's his name.
all together once again.
Got her plan.
Once a year is plenty.
After bouncing off the wall,
Hear the cackle down the hall. Too loud to think at all. Christmas time again.
here come the holidays, so
Save up a whole month's pay.
These are free in Canada, but here in Hong Kong it's 10 for 3.
like a feather, racing for the icy weather.
Bake the cookies, knit the sweater. Stand in line, wait forever. Christmas time again. If December's got you down, take the time and look around. You will find there's love abound. Christmas time again. Hear the jolly jingle sound. Christmas time again.
everything bagel seasoning bread.
I don't think I tried this one, right? I only had your focaccia.
Yeah, you only have focaccia. I do think I could have added more salt. But oh well. Yeah.
On this Christmas Eve in Rio de Janeiro, I was dancing in the sudden summer rain, overflown with the Brazilian saudade.
Go on a magical adventure together. Take your seats and have your cameras ready. Traveling with you. Remember to take all your personal belongings. Merry Christmas, everyone.
In Rio de Janeiro, underneath the Ipanema stars.
Hark how the bows, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is the song with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they bound, raising their sound. Oh, hill and dale, telling the tale. Gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, merry, merry Christmas. All listened, all without end, their joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw
am testing out a couple of different cutouts that I purchased on Taobao. I'm using my aunt's German butter cookie recipe. We'll see how these turn out.